Hey YouTube, it's Papa Jason with Life with Paul. Paul's over here playing with his pumpkin. He's just right behind the camera. He's probably gonna knock it over before it's all over with. This seems to be the going thing here lately. I have no idea what this video is gonna be about. It's about, I don't know, maybe giving up but not giving up. I don't know, maybe we'll touch on that. Because you know, I have to remind myself why I'm doing these YouTube videos. They came as a suggestion from a counselor I was seeing. And the purpose of doing them is not to get monetized, not to get rich, make a living, be popular, anything like that. The purpose for doing these videos is for my own mental processes. Maybe I can help somebody along the way as my own thinking, but so like when where are you going? What are you doing? Paul, no eating grass. You're not a cow. So I do these videos, and I don't know how many times I've said it to my wife, you know, as, well, let's look and see how many people have not watched my videos. And I look on YouTube and I look at the algorithm, and the only person that's watched my video is me. Well, do I feel like I've accomplished anything with that video? No. Because, you know, it's the hope, it's really my hope that it will get out there to people and it will help somebody. Because there's other people out there that are going through the exact same thing I'm going through. There is young people out there that are going through the exact same thing I went through as a kid. What, you're gonna bark? He's looking at the neighbor's yard for something, I don't know. Whatever he sees, I can't see. But, so that's my hope, is to help somebody, but the main purpose and the main agenda of doing these videos is for my own mental processes. Don't you go nowhere. He's running around being a guard dog now. He thinks he sees something in the neighbor's yard. He won't go nowhere, or he never has gone anywhere. That don't mean he won't. But that's a good boy. Right back to his pumpkin again. Right back to the pumpkin. Hey, don't spill my cup. You're a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. You guard us from the neighbors. Yep, guard us from the neighbors who are in their own yard. You know, I don't expect this, oh, sorry. I had something on my leg. I don't expect these videos to blow up. I don't expect to become YouTube famous. I don't expect to become no influencer. And I fight that. I will not become a influencer like the ones you see on all these channels that are, to me, they are just, most of them, they are just, what's the word I'm looking for? They run around and they're just being as aggravating and as grating on people's nerves as they can be, and I refuse. I will not do that. That being said, there's a lot of other people that have really popular channels. I mean, I watch some of them. Some of my favorite channels that I watch, you know, they have a huge following. I don't. I have 12. I have 12. I don't even know how many months I've been doing this now. I've got, I know it's over 30 videos. If you haven't watched the videos, go watch them. At the end, there'll be a link to another video at the end that'll pop up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, shame on you. Subscribe. I like to think we put out some helpful and some good content. Is it very entertaining? Maybe not. Maybe I'm a pretty boring guy. I'm an old guy who's disabled and can't do much. So I would like to do a channel on riding motorcycles. I would like to do a channel on going fishing on my boat that I don't have, you know. You know, I would like to do all those. My physical health will not allow it. So this is what we have. We have living life with Paul and giving life lesson advice. You know, this is what we have. Oh, now you're gonna lay in the shade. Good boy. Good boy. We're out earlier than usual. I wanted to get out in the morning while it's cooler before it gets too hot in the afternoon. We're getting in the dog days of summer in Texas, so in the afternoons it's really hot. So I really want to get out here either in the morning or in the evening when it's not so hot. It's better for me, and it's definitely better for Paul. Yesterday we went to a big city close by. Went and got me some things that I'm not going to air on YouTube because they're a bad influence, and I definitely won't have no chance of getting monetized then. So maybe someday if I ever get popular enough, I'll start another channel that is strictly about that. Bye, Paul. He's still trying to do his normal thing, but still be the center of attention. That's Paul. He wants to be the center of attention all the time. But I don't know. Am I accomplishing anything by these videos? Yes and no. Am I getting popular? No. Am I making money? No. Am I going to get famous? No. Paul might. Kind of hope Paul does. He deserves it. He's a good boy. But what it does accomplish is that it helps me with my mental stability, I guess is how to say it. It helps me with my mental processes. It helps me. Uh-oh. Comes a big truck. A dump truck pulling a trailer. Paul's watching it. I guess somebody close by is doing some work. I have an idea who it is. Sorry, I have to keep rubbing my legs. We have ants out here, and with all the rain we've had last week, the ants are everywhere. But I don't know. Does this help you? Is anybody getting anything out of this? I don't know. I hope so. But to not sound so self-centered, but in all actuality, the only person that's supposed to be getting anything out of these videos is me. I don't know. I would really like to think that somebody else would, that it would really help others, because I went through a lot of stuff in my younger years, and some of it was kind of traumatic. And I like to think somebody else could get something out of that. If you do, give the video a like. Share it with somebody that does. Share it with somebody who needs it. I know right now, I know somebody that's on my mind right now that is truly, truly going through something that is really hard. And I talked to her on the phone yesterday and told her the exact words, "Stop being like me. If you know, you know." But I would like to think it would be somebody like that these videos might help, that these videos might encourage, they might lift them up. Hey, you're not a cow. Paul, you're not a cow. You're not even a bully. You're not. You're a Cane Corso. Yes, you are. We go through this all the time. Yes, this is us. What is your strings bothering your ear? Well, let's pull it down a little bit. There you go. You're blocking the camera. Quit sniffing my knee. Don't knock it down this time. There you go. Good boy. He's laying in the shade beside his ball, being a guard dog. At least that's what he thinks. It's what he likes to do. I like cigars, and I come out here and enjoy a cigar, and Paul loves it when I have them because he gets to come out here and just lay in the yard and look at bugs and birds and neighbors and traffic. He just gets to lay out here and be a dog outside. He loves it. Until later in the afternoon when the sun is over here and he can't get away from the sun, and then he's searching for shade, but he can't find none, and it's really hot. And then he's not such a fan. Then he'll go in, he'll give me the signal that he's ready to go in and leave me out here. So we try not to make it during that time of the day. We try to come out either earlier or later. I have a kayak under the end of my trailer here. And it's laid under the trailer, but just far enough back where he likes to lay under there beside it, because then he's in the shade and in the dirt. He gets to cool off. But he's a good boy. He's paying me no, never mind now. He's just looking around. We have neighbors over here that have 2 dogs. And we have neighbors, there's a road that goes in between their house and the next neighbor's house. And you can see through their backyard to the next neighbor's house. And they have 2 dogs. And he sits here and looks back and forth, just checking to make sure they're in their yard, not his yard. They've never been in his yard, at least not that he's seen. We do have 1 dog over here that does come through the fence and comes in the yard and sniffs around and pees in his pee spots. That's dogs. But he's never spotted that dog in the yard. So we have not yet had to deal with that. I don't know. Give me some ideas, YouTube. Maybe topics you want to see discussed. Maybe different days of the week for videos to post. Maybe different lengths of videos. I think most of my videos of lately, or really since it started, have been anywhere between 9 minutes and 15 minutes. I've had 2 videos that were right around 20 minutes, but most of them have been shorter videos. I kind of gear them toward people like me. I like watching the videos. I'm not a big fan of shorts. I do watch them, but it's just not my thing. That's my wife's thing. I like videos, but if you have a 30-minute video posted, most of the time I'll pass it, because I don't want to sit there watching one specific thing for half an hour or more. I tend to like videos that are anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes, somewhere in there. And so, I don't know, I guess I'm kind of gearing my own videos around that same time frame. I don't know, I could be wrong. I could be looking at this totally backwards, and it could be why I ain't getting no views. I don't want to make this a whine and cry video because nobody's watching my stuff. I don't want to sound like that. I just want to inform you that this is why I'm doing the videos. It's not for views. It's not for clicks. It's not for being monetized. It's not for none of that. It's for my own mental well-being. That's the purpose. And it serves that purpose. Because of my health issues, I spend all day sitting here at the house. If I go anywhere, I have to have somebody drive me. So my wife drives me everywhere I need to go. So the only places I tend to go are doctor's appointments. Why are you whining? Or was that a bird? Anyway. So for me, she's at work. I sit here with Paul all day long. My mother lives right next door, but She's got health issues of her own, so I don't bog her down with mine. So I kind of sit here by myself, you know, and I, you know, not to sound lonely or anything. Don't knock my camera. Oops, excuse me. Don't knock my camera over. But you know, I sit here and I play my guitar a little bit. Some I've touched on how I'm relearning that, but I'm not talking or processing anything to anyone. So this gives me the chance to do that. I encourage you, if you're in the same position that I am today, do the same thing. I was nervous as all get out at first because I didn't want to be sitting here talking to my phone or looking like a retard. I use that term retard kind of vague. I probably shouldn't. If you're offended by that, I apologize. But I didn't want to feel that way just sitting here talking to a camera. I've been doing this now, probably 4 months or so, probably. And it gets easier. It's easier than it used to be. Is it better than it used to be? Nah, probably not. My videos are probably still corny and raunchy or not raunchy, but they're corny and boring, and the biggest entertainment out of them is probably Paul. He's my biggest entertainment too. Boy. He's looking at the neighbors. They might be doing something without him. He is a guard dog, so he does his guard dog thing. Then he'll come lay down, and then he goes back and he does it again. This is what he does. But he keeps me company. He keeps me entertained. He gives my life some meaning. If you don't have a dog and you find that you're in the kind of the same predicament, get a dog. I encourage you to get one. They'll give your life meaning that you didn't know you needed. The wind's blowing a little bit. My air conditioner's running, so I'm sure you can hear the birds. I can't see them, but I hear them. Well, I guess we're gonna cut this one off. Paul's over there being a guard dog. We didn't get flooded away. Of course, we live on top of a big hill, so it would take like Noah's Ark kind of rain to flood us away. A lot of our neighbors, they're dealing with flood issues, so keep them in your prayers. A lot of them a year ago in Kerrville got, no digging. A lot of them a year ago along the Guadalupe River in Kerrville and Hunt and Ingram, they lost over 100 lives a year ago. Well, that same area got flooded again last week. It was not to the same extent, and it was, this time the difference was it was predictable. We knew it was coming, so people were prepared. So the last I've heard, we've only lost 2 lives. So that is a blessing. That is an answer to prayer right there. But there's a lot of people who are doing without. They've lost their homes, they've lost their things, and they're struggling. So keep them in your prayers. Say a prayer for them and thank God for the things you do have. So, like I've said already, I think, give the video a like, click the thumbs up, ding ding the ring ring so you get notified when a new video comes out, subscribe. Share the video to people who need to hear it. I can't overemphasize how important subscribing is. Subscribing not only gets the subscriber number up, but the more people that subscribe, the algorithm puts the video out to more people. So it'll reach the people who need to hear it. So with that said, until next time, watch for the life lessons, learn from the lessons, and be the best version of you the world has ever seen. And tell your dog I said hi.